G'day headbangers and welcome to Dozer's Metalworks. Welcome back my fellow metalheads to another edition of Dozer's Metalworks. Now this week is going to be Dozer's Vault and I am going to put in 2 albums. So we're going to start off, obviously as you can see here, with my second favourite Metallica album, Ride the Lightning. Yes, as you can see I've got the vinyl, the CD, the shirt, and yeah, hopefully one day I'd like to get an actual poster or a flag to stick up somewhere at home, but yeah, anyway. So Ride the Lightning was released in July 1984. The total length is 47 minutes and 26 seconds. And 8 tracks on the album. And the track listing are as follows. Number 1, with Fight Fire with Fire. Number 2, Ride the Lightning. Number 3, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Number 4, Fade to Black. Number 5, Trapped Under Ice. Number 6, Escape. Number 7, Creeping Death. And number 8, Call of Cthulhu. Now, as you know, Mustaine had a hand in writing a couple of these on their new album. They did their version of Ride the Lightning, which is pretty good. Look, Fade to Black caused a bit of controversy back in the day, being it's all about suicide and shit, but I think we've all been there, so yeah. I think Escape is the song they dislike the most and like avoiding like the plague, trying to play live. Creeping Death, biblical song there, probably one of my favourites on the album. Call of Cthulhu, obviously it's an instrumental based on the H.P. Lovecraft creature Cthulhu, whatever you want to pronounce it. Look, the whole album is fantastic. It's really, really good. The only single they released from it was Creeping Death. And the B-side tracks from that are Am I Evil and Blitzkrieg, both fantastic songs. The lineup, of course, was the classic lineup of James, Lars, Cliff and Kirk. And like I said before, it's my second favourite album, but it's my favourite cover art for all the Metallica albums. Now, if you get a chance, I'll get Rex to throw the graphic up. The French did a boo-boo. And instead of having the blue on the cover, they made it green. So I've heard rumours that if you have mint condition copy of Ride the Lightning in the French version green, then you know it's actually worth a bit of money. So yeah, that was pretty good. And like the extended versions of the album, a couple of live tracks and shit, which you know, never really care for live tracks as B-side things for bands. But look, it's Ride the Lightning. It's an absolute banger. Second favourite album. And yeah, now we're time for the second one. Yes, and now for the second one. It is And Justice for All. Yeah, look, it's probably my third favourite Metallica album. Probably the album that actually got me into Metallica. And old mate Richard from college got me into him. Yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of Metallica at that stage. Yes, my mate Nick had Ride the Lightning, and Richard expanded my love of Metallica even more. So if you're out there, Richard, cheers, buddy. So yeah, And Justice for All, released September 1988. What a year 88 was for metal, seriously. Length is 65 minutes and 24 seconds, so full over an hour length album, which I think is great. And then the track listing are as follows. Blackened, And Justice for All, Eye of the Beholder, 1, The Shortest Straw, Harvester of Sorrow, The Fragrance of Sanity, and To Live Is to Die, and finishes up with Dyer's Eve. Yeah, look, Blackened is probably, it's in my top 4 favourite Metallica songs. It's an absolute rip snorter. It's a banger, cracker, perler. You know, it's love it. The whole song is brilliant. And And yeah, it's a fantastic album. The singles they released from it were Half Star of Sorrow and One. And the B-side tracks were Bread Fan and Prince. So yeah, both of those singles are really, really good. One was a fantastic video clip. They released a VHS tape back in the day called 2 of 1, which had the full-length video clip and then the edited one. So yeah, that was really, really good. As you can see here, I've got the shirt, vinyl, CD and the Funko Pop. And obviously it was Jason's Newsted's first full album with Metallica. So in that lineup you had James, Kirk, Lars and Jason. And a lot of people were complaining that Jason's bass, you can't hear it in it. I didn't really notice. Maybe that makes sense, don't know. But yeah, really, really good. And yeah, so that's the second induction of Dozer Metalworks this week. Now we're going to the other random stuff. So last week you might have heard me mention that there's talk of Angela Grosso possibly returning to Arch Enemy, but they were prick teasing us. It was not Angela Grosso. They got a chick in called Lauren Hall, who was Beyond Human. I think it was the band who she was with beforehand, and they dropped their first video clip with her during the week, and yeah, she fits the band. I actually thought that she was Angela to start with, so the fact that she sounds like Angela is a good start. I have to wait and see how she performs some of the clean vocals in the songs, but yeah, she's from what I've seen, yeah, she's going to fit right in. So yeah, welcome to Arch Enemy. Freaking kick ass. Another freaking awesome bit of news during the week. One of my favourite actresses of all time, because she's a stunningly beautiful woman and she's a great actress, and she kicks ass in martial arts as well. She's won freaking God knows how many. She's won Academy Awards as far as I know, Golden Globes probably. You know, she's amazing, and that is Michelle Yeoh. Has now earned her place and has gotten her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So well done, Michelle Yeoh, you freaking legend. I've always said to Rex and Mandy that if I ever met Michelle Yeoh, I'd bow and go, Your Highness. And she goes, I'm not royalty. Oh, to me you are, because she is. She's a dead set freaking legend. So yeah, well done, Michelle Yeoh, in that sense. What else? Oh yes. Now I saw an interesting thing during the week on Facebook. How in I think it's August. Now let's get one thing straight. I don't like boxing. I don't like MMA or mixed martial arts. You know, any sport where the idea is to basically knock your opponent out or maim them or injure them. Yeah, no. People might say, but Dozer, you're a wrestler. Yeah, but wrestling is totally different. But in saying that, my favourite MMA fighter / now actress, of course, and my second favourite actress / MMA person, Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey are linked up to the fight in August. I went, wow, two chicks who I think are awesome chicks, absolute badasses, and finally mixing it up. Now that's like a dream match. You know, that's like the Big Show taking on Andre the Giant in wrestling terms. Seriously. So it will be interesting to see how that one goes. Whether I watch it or not, maybe. You know, I want a good match, not something that's over in like 15 seconds. But we'll wait and see how that one. Now into the memoriam section this week, my friends. We lost a couple of legends during the week. We'll start off with the second one for me. Was the Reverend Jesse Jackson, human rights, black, African American, you know, human rights dude. Yeah, passed away during the week, so that was a great loss. But a big one was, obviously he was in his 70s or 80s, I think, but Robert Duvall, great actor, passed away during the week. Look, I couldn't even begin to know where to start with movies I've seen him in, so I won't list any. But yeah, he was a great actor, and he will be sorely missed. But But yeah, that is this week's edition of Dozer's Metalworks, my friends. And until next week, mosh on.